Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. The Cougars will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington State Cougars offense will go to work first. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be, and now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people are really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back.
It's a running room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point pushes the... Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football, and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. WAZZU headed to the line with another first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard.
Turning it on! And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Finds his man. It's Davis. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
So that... It's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the... That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all take.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Buffalo. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn! Here comes the WAZZU offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, and I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got it set up on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense was onto something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the counter. Got the first down and more. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what...
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. It's a draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Washington State lines up quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Baldridge. Here comes the heat. He's got it at the 15. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He'll do it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put... First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Shakes off the defender. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the boot, looking for his man. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They're going to run it to the right.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll ride Davis here. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Baldridge. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hunts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's loose on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him. 23.
Well, they're going bootleg, trying to trick the defense, but it didn't work. They were not biting on the play fake, and everybody had their eyes on the QB. They knew coming into this game he was a weapon. He was going to keep the football, staying home, able to close the distance, get him on the ground for a big sack.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under fire. Quarterback moving. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Washington State sends out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He did a great job finding some room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Got it in the middle. It's Kane. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Gets it past the marker. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The option look. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Tigers! And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean headed to the end zone. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Leaves it with the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch down the right side. There he goes. The 20. He's at touchdown Cougars. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juke.
He's loose on the right. At the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. down. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got the first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Crossing the 30, he's got away. Give him 109 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great down.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.